So, what kind of impact, if any, will this poll promise by the Congress to ban the Bajrang Dal and equating it to the PFI and the PFI ban? Will it tilt the scales in the last minute? Let's try and find out from two very young and articulate spokespersons of the BJP and Congress. To my right is GN Prashanth, spokesperson of the BJP, and to my left, Bhavya Murthy of the Congress party. Prashanth, why do you believe that this will tilt the scales? Because the Congress is saying the Bajrang Dal is an extremist organization. Yes, the equivalence to the PFI you can find fault with, but this is not an election-moving issue. People don't care so much about bans and no bans. They care about livelihood.
Zaka, the mindset of the Congress being anti-national is exposed here. They're trying to equate a terrorist organization like PFI who have indulged in riots. There are charges filed against them for indulging in riots, communal riots. In fact, in Bangalore, in 2020, when the DJ Halli, KJ Halli riots happened, PFI was involved and the charges mentions it so. And Congress in 2018 had a pre-poll alliance with PFI and SDPI. SDPI is the political arm of PFI. So it indicates that Congress is always with rioters and anti-national people.
No, but they are drawing an equivalence between PFI and Bajrang Dal. Extremism from one kind and extremism of another kind.
Look at this way. PFI derives its ideology from ISIS and its anti-national mindset, and they want to decimate India. Bajrang Dal on the other side is a nationalist organization working for the welfare of India. Show me one incident where Bajrang Dal has let India down. No. PFI will have hundreds of instances.
Let Bhavya respond to that. Basically what the BJP is saying is this shows once again the anti-Hindu mentality of the Congress party. What was the need to come up with such a proposed ban?
If I correct you, my friend from BJP just said anti-national. So I don't understand how Bajrang Dal is a nationalist organization. A fringe organization which enters pubs and assaults women. You think that's a nationalist organization? Do they represent Hindu culture in any manner? No. For us, Congress, whether it is PFI or Bajrang Dal, for us, the Karnataka people, their safety and the harmony in the state is more important.
But they are saying,
we are very clear.
They are saying that this is once again representative of the fact that you are going after Hindu organizations and Hindu people, and therefore this is an anti-Hindu mindset.
No, I would really want him to go to a manifesto and read what we have put. We are not going to take suo motu action and just go and ban them.
Okay.
In case they do any sorts of acts, whether it is PFI or Bajrang Dal, we don't care. We don't care
PFI is already banned.
Religion they want to represent, because they don't represent. None of these organizations represent any religion or the culture.
So basically, Congress's contention is the Bajrang Dal represents maybe 1% of extreme Hindus, and they cannot be used as representative of the wider community, including here in Karnataka, where the wider community is peace-loving. Nobody wants, all of this lynchings and killings and so on and so forth. So therefore, they're equating the Bajrang Dal with the PFI.
As I said earlier, PFI is already banned in Karnataka, so there's no reason for Congress to say they'll ban it again. This only indicates that Congress is towing the PFI's line to say, take revenge on us, revenge for us. What does it mean? We have banned PFI here, PFI wants a revenge, so they're using Congress to say, you ban Bajrang Dal. Because Bajrang Dal...
You are saying this whole thing has been orchestrated by
Definitely,
SDPI,
because they're the ones who are behind Congress. They had to even vacate 25 seats for Congress in 2018 polls. So therefore, Congress is acting at the behest of PFI and trying to say, we will take revenge on behalf of you. We're trying to ban a Hindu organization.
To accuse Congress of such a thing is, I have no words to reason now. There is no reason why he is even saying that. We are very clear. We want to maintain the harmony in this state. But Karnataka has always been a peace-loving state. And Congress is in power for a very long time in Karnataka. That is one of the reasons why Karnataka is peaceful. And these days you can see how the riots are happening. And the Home Minister, when he visited, the current Home Minister, Central Home Minister, Karnataka, in a rally, he literally provokes by making a statement that if Congress comes to power, there will be riots. But Karnataka people know.
But tell me, today, for example, what the Prime Minister said, the spin that he gave is that first you were against Ram Bhaks because of your opposition to the Ayodhya Ram Mandir, and now this is indicative of you being against Hanuman Bhaks, because Bajrang Dal derives its name from Bajrang Bali, which is the name for Hanuman.
So the problem is, it doesn't matter what the name is. Hanuman is a god that we consider. Just because they keep Hanuman's name and they're actually embarrassing him by using that name, we are not going to respect that organization when it's a fringe organization. First thing. And I really don't understand why the Prime Minister today is become such a crybaby. Starting from the Prime Minister to every spokesperson, they're only crying out on these issues instead of talking about the real issues Karnataka people are facing.
What about
the
the
developmental
real
issues?
You are not talking
This
about the
elections will
Congress-
definitely only
You are
happen
the
on
party of
developmental
development.
issues.
No,
But you're
we'll
not
talk
talking
about
about
it.
development.
Congress thinks, and it's become fashionable for Congress leaders to hurl abuses at our Prime Minister. Because we've seen what sort of language they've used, derogatory language. I don't want to repeat it on this show. What Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge has used, what his son has used, what statement Sonia Gandhi made, what Manish Shankar had. We have seen the list, and I think it's a unwritten rule, or probably a written rule in Congress to say anybody who goes out has to abuse the Prime Minister, come what may.
No, but
and
point
they also
taken.
go out
They're
of
very
the
clear.
country and abuse India also.
Are these the issues? You may care about this issue. The BJP definitely cares about this issue. But are these issues that matter to the people? To the people, have their life improved? Have they got better schools? Have they got better education, better hospitals? Has their lot improved in the last 5 years? Why are you not talking about that?
Zaka, we were in power for 3.5 years
Yes.
now.
Yes.
And as Bhavya has rightly admitted, Congress has ruled for many years, and we have seen the atrocities that have happened during Congress rule. And people on the ground will never give up their identity to say, we are okay, you ban our Hindu organizations, you don't let us celebrate our festivals, you do everything else to appease the minority community. People are not blind to those things. People are equally wanting to have their cultural and religious identity in as much as they want the development happening.
Isn't
And
this
our
a
Double
point?
Engine
Isn't
government
this a
has
point?
delivered
Yeah,
that.
isn't this a point that the Congress overlooked by saying that we will ban the Bajrang Dal? Because this has now become an identity issue. This has become about Hindu and Hindu pride, and you gave the BJP that issue on a platter.
I am a Hindu woman. Bajrang Dal does not represent me. I am not even safe when Bajrang Dal comes near me because they have a history of assaulting women. That is not Hindu culture. They don't represent Hindu culture in any manner. They're just a group of people who want to spread hate, and they've been doing it so far.
But doesn't this give the BJP an issue on which it
No, not at
believes
all.
it can rally people's identities and people's emotions?
No.
You have given them that issue.
The problem is in Karnataka, people are very smart. And the current BJP, all the scams, all the corruption scams, whether be it PSI scam or the voter list scam or 40% commission government, these have become the real issues today.
Okay.
Karnataka people are going to vote on these issues. They want a clean government which gave a 5-year successful administration
Please
and
respond.
brought a lot of developmental
I will
projects.
answer that.
Is
Not
all
4
of this
years,
an attempt to
40%
try and,
commission sarkar.
oversee or whitewash this 40% commission sarkara charge on your government?
Zaka, I think in 1984, if I'm right,
Yeah.
unheralded majority of 403 seats or 405 seats was given to Congress.
Yes.
And what was the statement of Rajiv Gandhi on the floor of the House? For every 100 rupees that goes out from my center, 15 rupees which is poor. Congress is a 85% commission government, right from the Jeep scam to Augusta Westland to 2G. You name the scam and Congress is in it. If there are two sides to a coin, one is corruption and appeasement of
No,
Congress.
but what
If
about,
Congress
what
is a
about
coin.
the charge? The charge against your government is 40% commission sarkar.
Zaka, let me
Can't
explain
even
that.
defend
Zaka,
that.
I'll tell you that.
problem is they can't even
Mr.
defend that.
Kempanna, who made that allegation,
Yes.
met Siddaramaiah and did press conference from his house, and then one of our sitting ministers filed a case on him, defamation, saying that prove it in court.
Yeah.
Kempanna did not have even a single piece of evidence. Assuming that they didn't want to give it in that court, they could have gone to High Court, filed a PIL with a document saying this is in public interest that these
Okay.
are documents. They could have gone to Lokayukta,
Okay.
which they had disbanded,
I'll-
which now is strengthened here. Therefore,
I'll
Congress has
okay.
no moral
I'll-
right to talk on
I'll
corruption.
give the final word to Bhavya. 2 weeks ago, this contest, it seemed like Congress had an edge. But in the last week to 10 days, with the personal comment on Mr. Modi about poisonous snake, and today this decision to ban the Bajrang Dal, have you given the BJP issues on a platter where 2 weeks ago you were probably leading, but maybe not the case now?
Just like what I said, Mr. Modi has used very derogatory comments against Miss Sonia Gandhi as well. He's called her Jassi cow. He's called her Congress ki vidwa. When that didn't matter, I don't think this matters. And You know, this is politics. People speak, and our president has come out. All India Congress Committee President Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge has come out and he's given a clarification. He even says he regrets if this hurts anyone's feelings.
Okay.
But if they all want to be crybabies by holding on to it, but people of Karnataka know the reality.
All right, people of Karnataka know the reality, and the people
Zaka,
of
you give me
Karnataka
5 seconds to respond to that.
Okay, very quickly, 5 seconds.
Yes.
I have to wrap up.
See, by trying to insult the Prime Minister of the world's largest and most vibrant democracy here, by politicizing, saying using these terms as crybaby, the mindset
5
of
more
Congress
seconds
on the
for me,
world
please.
stage is upsetting
No, 5 more
because
seconds for me.
Congress is now not able
Okay,
to digest
five
the fact that
seconds.
we
I
are
have to
moving
wrap up.
ahead.
Yes.
Okay, I
We
have
are
to
the fifth
completely
largest
wrap
economy
up.
in the world now.
Completely wrap up. 5 seconds.
Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was also the Prime
Gave up
Minister
Ladakh,
of this
saying that
country.
not a blade of grass grows
First
there.
Prime Minister, and the words and the abuses they have hurled
Okay,
against
all
him.
right. I'll tell
There
you
is
what.
no-
I'll tell you what. I am convinced that this is the final leg of the campaign. Therefore, everything, both parties, both Congress and BJP, are throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But ultimately, are these the issues that matter to the people of Karnataka? We will know on the 13th of May. But one issue that certainly does matter, as I thank both Prashanth and Bhavya for joining us on this live edition from outside this majestic and beautiful Vidhan Sabha building. One issue that certainly matters to the voters of this city, the city of Bengaluru, is just how broken their infrastructure is. Now, I visited parts of Bangalore where traffic jams can last sometimes even up to hours. The running joke is there is one place in Bangalore where on the other side of the flyover, if you get married, by the time you get to the other side of the flyover, you'll probably end up being divorced. I'm going to get you this ground report on what are the issues on the ground and why Bangaloreans, ordinary citizens, are not coming out and making their voices heard at this time, this one time, once in 5 years, when their vote and their voice matters. Why are they not coming out and making a shindy about it? That's in this exclusive series of ground reports.